Hello everybody, this is Lincoln Mr. Prime, and today we will be taking a look at the NECA 1964 Godzilla against Mothra or MosuGoji figure. Now before we look at the figure, I just wanted to take a quick look over at the box. Basically we got a nice image of the poster on the front. On the side we get that same poster in Godzilla against Mothra. On the other side we get the same thing. On the back we get some promo shots of the figure itself, and as well as a brief bio about the character on the back. At the bottom there's pretty much nothing. Top we get the title and Godzilla against Mothra. On the inside this flap opens up and we get a nice looking image of Godzilla on the front, and also at the bottom we get the two Mothra larvae, and also on the inside there's that egg that they hatched out of. So basically for the box, that's about it. Now here we have Godzilla 1964 out of the box, and just to get complaints out of the way, one of the things that I did not like the most was the torso. I feel like it's a little too crunched over, and they could have at least maybe tried to make him look more thick, how he did in the movie, because he had more of like that stomach. So that's a bit of a letdown. Also, I feel like the neck is just a little too long. They could have maybe kind of cut off some of the length, maybe about to here, and it would have looked a little bit better, but not a huge deal. And also the mouth is not closed all the way, which kind of sucks. I mean, you could probably try to force it, but I don't want to break anything. So, you know, it's not the best thing, but you know, what can you do? Anyways, besides that, the look of this figure is absolutely amazing. It's nice and solid, nice and heavy feeling. It's a nice hard plastic. The painting looks really good. You get this nice red on the inside of the mouth. It's a little hard to see. Kind of just a red on the inside of the mouth. The teeth are this yellowish color that you get on the teeth. And then on the nails you get this nice light gray color, and a similar light gray color on the tips of the dorsal plates, which kind of carries down to part of the tail at the bottom. And then the rest of the figure is a dark charcoal gray, which is really cool. Another thing that I notice is that on most NECA figures, usually the dorsal plates will be made out of a soft plastic, but this plastic for the dorsal plates is a bit more solid, which I like way better, because I feel like the soft is a little too, I think it's just a little too weak and could probably break a little bit easier. Just from bending over time, and once it bends, you know, it's hard to get it back in place and you have to fix it. With this, you don't have to really do much, and it's more solid and more, just more, you know, sturdy. But that's just another thing that I thought was really cool. But in terms of pretty much detail and stuff like that, that's about it on this guy. So really nice amount of detail there. Now for articulation, coming to the head, we have a double ball joint in the top of the neck, so that allows it to look down this far and up that far. The head can tilt slightly side to side, kind of have to force it a bit, so about that. And the head could also go full 360 all the way around. You get the same articulation at the base of the neck, so the neck can kind of go down that far and then just up a little, up about that far, but then this little dorsal plate will kind of stop at this this seam right here, so it's okay. And then also kind of can just like look side to side, and then also full 360 at the base, so like that. At the torso, we get a forward crunch, which is a bit tight, so going down that far and then up that back that far. Kind of goes a little bit side to side, not too much, and a full 360 degree swivel like so. The arms can come out this far. They're on a double ball joint, so about that far, and in that far it could go around full 360 degrees like so. The elbow is on a joint which is not loose this time. It's on a ball joint and a hinge joint, so basically it can go up this far and down that far, and can swivel all the way around like so. The wrist is at a joint and ball joint, same as the elbow. So basically, you could go down this far, up this far, rotate all the way around like so, and the fingers are on a single joint, and they're all connected, so they can kind of move in just a little bit like that. So that's pretty much it for the arms. For the legs can move out about this far. They're also on a double ball joint, and about in this far, like so. They could go around a slightly full 360, but with that V joint, it doesn't look the best, but it is possible. Also, the knee is on a similar joint to the elbow. It's a bit tight though, so you might want to loosen that up a bit so it can go in that far and out this far, like so, and can also swivel at the base of the knee, like so. And the ankle is on another double ball joint, so basically it could go in that far and out that far, and slightly down and slightly forward, like so. And to the tail, which is one of my favorite parts of the figure, it is fully segmented with 6 parts of the tail and no bendy wire, which I appreciate, so you could get some nice poses out of this tail, which I really appreciate. So that looks really good. Now, as far as accessories go, all we get is this atomic breath piece, which you're going to see in quite a few NECA Godzilla figures. This one is in like a yellowish color, which isn't entirely accurate because in the movie it was more of a blue. Well, Godzilla's atomic breath is usually always blue. But I mean, it's not the worst looking, but you know, if you want to repaint this, then I highly suggest you do if you want it to be movie accurate. But it also has this nice white wash over it to kind of be just reminiscent of like just like heat and smoke and stuff like that coming off of it. So that's a really cool feature. So it's an okay piece, but bringing over Godzilla, all you got to do to plug it in is take the mouth, open it up, and then you just kind of plug it into the mouth, and it'll just kind of stay in there like so. So basically that's how Godzilla will look with his atomic breath. Now for comparison, bringing in another NECA Godzilla figure, here we have the American poster version. Bringing in something from another franchise, here we have the high-grade Strike Gundam. And finally, the Robot Damashi Evangelion Unit 1. And final comments on this guy, I definitely recommend you guys pick this up. This is definitely one of my favorite figures in the NECA line. In terms of accessories, you don't really get much. I mean, all you get is the atomic breath piece, which isn't entirely accurate, but at least you get something. It may not be entirely accurate to the movie, but most of NECA's figures aren't entirely accurate. But if you're a huge fan of this movie, this is a figure I definitely highly suggest getting. It's at that $25 to $30 price point. At least that's how much I got mine for. But you know, I definitely recommend him. Nice figure to add to your collection. But yeah, but that's about it for this review, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next review. Peace.